of how to make tarot study flashcards. And we're going to be adding in keywords on the major arcana and elements on the minor arcanas. Mostly I'm doing this because I'm really tired tonight and I had a, not that you care, had a big filling this morning, but that doesn't make any difference. Why would you care about that? But anyways, we're gonna, without much further ado, we're gonna just start in putting keywords. But one of the things I was thinking about here is that when you're doing your, we don't have to do it now, but of whether to add the reversals in. If you're just starting out with tarot, that's a decision that you may want to make, of whether to even read reversals. You know, you want to read reversals, you know, as like a delay of the card's meaning or a blockage. So if this is your present tense card and this is your past tense card, and in this upright form, it's some guy, you, moving on and transitioning from one place to another. You know, these are either full cups or empty cups. You may have consumed them or not. Maybe it just doesn't matter. It depends on what the card was before. But in this state, it's that transition is going to happen, but it may not happen as fast as you want it to. And so the place in this thing, and I drew these cards before, about an hour ago, before I started this. And in this sense, it's an abundance card, a material abundance, but you're transitioning to this place, but it's on a big delay. Then what comes after that further shows that it is delayed, is that I drew a third card and it was also in a reverse sense. And the Page of Swords in a basic sense could be interpreted as inspiration. And so inspiration delayed. So you have a transition to abundance delayed and inspiration all as well. This is sort of a delayed feeling due to your a present state, like for me, my present state of being kind of feeling tired and sad, maybe a little bit disappointed by life. And the cards draw reflected what my emotional state was or is. But this may not be what my emotional state is when I wake up in the morning. I find it curious that I drew this card twice in a row. So the last time I drew cards, I drew this card in its upright form. And now, today, I drew it in its and it's reversed. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. So let's just get started in a basic sense of what these keywords are. And so we'll kind of go with this book, which is my favorite book. It was written by Sasha Graham on the 1909 Tarot. And so that's a really good place to start. It has a lot of good information. It goes into some of the esotericism as well as, just a brief history of the cards themselves and the meanings. So here we go. So keywords. I'm not going to add any reversals. Fool is like faith and innocence. New beginnings. New beginnings. It's new beginnings plural because in our lives we have multiple beginnings. And the numerical value of the Fool is a 0. And so we'll probably get into the numerology too, that you can use different levels of interpretation. So the Fool number is 0. Maybe with the way I have things, I'll put that 0 right up here on the top. Maybe that's the better one. The Magician, so like a trickster character or a manipulator. I need to find a spelling on that. Manipulator or manifestation. We'll go with manifestation. Manifestation. Manipulation. That would be more like in its reversal form, a manipulator. Manifestation or power of will. Power of will. One. And another thing is skill. So if you're reading the card in form of a job, you may be thinking of having good skills, like nunchuck skills or bow staff skills from like Napoleon Dynamite. High Priestess, so that would be like inner wisdom. This is 2. 2. Inner wisdom. Mystery. Need a short word there. Inner wisdom. Mystery. Intuition. 3, sensuality, fertility, nurturing, beauty, fertility or abundance. It kind of means the same thing. The Emperor, stewardship, of course, we were all called to be stewards of creation. Authority, and discipline. Maybe we'll put another word in there too. Stewardship, authority, discipline. And it's the fourth card. If we were looking at a numerological sense, the 4 means stability. So maybe stability is also a word that could be attached to this. Let's see what this book says. A father figure. So yeah, steadfast, dependable, stability. Stablity. I probably spelled that wrong. Stability. Stable. 4. Because that's what 4 means. The Hierophant. Rules, tradition. So you're popus or pope. So tradition. Guidance. Tradition. Let's see what else it could be. Teaching, mentorship, religion, dogma, sacrament, guidance, ritual. Religion. Religio. So, tradition, guidance, mentoring. Well, that's the same thing. And so is teaching. So, we're just going to leave it right there with that one. And this is number 5. And 5 is a word for change. The Lovers, number 6. So we're looking at connections. Love. Union. The union of opposites, of the masculine energy and the feminine energy, the yin and the yang. union. Sexuality, romance, seven, the Chariot, victory, I like the explanation that Sasha Graham puts in here about the Chariot. It's really interesting. It's time to forge ahead. The Chariot is where gifts, intentions, and passions are brought out and put to use in the world. The individual strives and moves, dares greatly. You are taking action. Your plan is made. Your intentions are clear. This is the time. It's now or never. Make your move. Take ownership of the vehicle. Chart your course and start moving. The Chariot is made of a cube of stone too large for its golden wheels. Now that's interesting. The Chariot is a block of stone that doesn't move. So why would the Chariot, the symbol of speed, movement, and military prowess, be placed on a heavy, immobile object? The answer lies in the level of existence. The Chariot represents, the answer lies in the level of existence the Chariot represents. Psychologist Jung sees the Chariot as a symbol of self. Spiritual movement is paramount, the ultimate goal of the esoteric. Therefore, a person could travel the world in a literal sense but never see beneath its surface. They can remain spiritually starved or stuck. It is why the Chariot remains immobile outside the city walls. It's not a moving object, it's a stationary thing. The world moves around you while you stay still in the Chariot. That's kind of interesting. Victory, agility, let's see if we get another word out of there for the Chariot. Self-mastery, that's a good word. Self-mastery. Later, we could add something else. But right now, that's good for now. 8. Strength. So we're looking at power, courage, inner fortitude, let's see, discipline, vigor, dynamic. So dynamic power, dynamic power, vigor, discipline, vitality. So it's really kind of like where the Empress is fertility, the Strength card is like well, it's similar too. It's more of a masculine, that virileness, virility, but that's not what vitality means. Virility. The Hermit, number 9. Introspection. Apection. Introspection. Let's get another word or two here for the Hermit. Reflection, introspection, solitude. 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 Divine mystery. Retreat and divine mystery. Well, I will add that. Retreat. So it's also a similar, in the minor arcanum, the Hermit and the Four of Swords have similar meanings in that you are retreating to a place to rest in solitude. And it said what? Divine mystery too. Mystery. Because you can use the tarot as a means of spiritual development. And I believe that's how it was used in many of the more recent mystery religions of the last century and the century before. Number 10, the Wheel of Fortune. Evolution. Round and round and round the world goes. Evolution. A turning point. Turning point. Cycles. Same thing. Cycles of time. Cycles of life cycles. It's not necessarily Wheel of Fortune. It may not be about good fortune. It's just things are moving on. Cycles and circles. Circles in the sky. 11. Justice. And looking at karma. But we'll want to add a couple more keywords in here too. Justice. Integrity, work, righteousness, and truth. So just karma, truth, justice. Well, we have that already. Justice. Work. Okay, we'll put that over here too. Work. Not quite sure what that means. The Hanged Man, number 12. 1 plus 2 is 3. Ordeal. Guys is hanging out there upside down. The Hanged Man. So, prophecy, occultism, mystic, offering, watchfulness. So I'm going to make that word for me would be the esoteric. To look below the surface. Don't look at something for what it says on the surface. Look deeper. So the hangman is calling you to go deeper. Look deeper into it. So watchfulness. Or observational. Observation. Observation, that's good. Death. It means endings and beginnings. Because it's that cycle. The cycles come and go. The end becomes a new beginning. And then a positive transformation. In transformation. Getting the death card. It does not always mean what you think it means. Because in the card itself, there is a new sunset. And that new sunset is off in the distance, but in this moment, it doesn't feel like a new beginning is going to happen. Cycles of time, transformation. 14, temperance. Temperance. Healing. Self-control. Self-control. But in temperance, there's these 2 cups. And the angel has 1 foot on dry land and 1 foot in this pool. And 2 things are combined together to form a new thing. So I wonder if alchemy would be a good keyword here too. Synergy, balance, composure. But I'm going to put that word down here. Alchem, alchemy. Alchemy. Or that synergy, synthesis, Synergy synthesis. Okay. 15. The devil. So shadow self. Shadow self. Or maybe in psychological terms, it's the id. The id is in control. Maybe I'm going to put down for a little short sentence. The devil is the id is in control. But we have another keyword we can use with the devil card. These were, when I ordered those stickers, they gave me a whole list of keywords too, so for quick reference. So addiction, attachment, desire, selfishness. Id, addiction, selfish desire, and then we'll look over here. One more. The devil card is like opposite of the lover's card. Oh, disaster, hedonism, violence, compulsion. So we could put that in here, desire, violence. But you know, if you look at the devil card, it is very much so related to the lovers. In its construction, the lover's card, the devil card. It's male and female. Here they're free, but here they are in bondage. Bondage to the devil within. That's probably a good sentence. In bondage to the devil within. The devil within, or in psychological terms, in bondage to the id, or the id within. The id within. And also you have the relation. The lover's card is number 6, and this is number 15. 1 plus 5 is 6. The Tower. I always think of the Tower as being overwhelmed. Overwhelmed, or anxiety. Anxiety, overwhelmed. In a more traditional meaning, destruction. Because that's literally what's happening. The tower is being destroyed and people are falling out of it. It's like this story that my dad always told about what happened in Black Monday, 1929, the start of the Great Depression, or in those days it was called the Republican Depression, Great Depression, because it was caused by Republican policies. That people's lives were completely destroyed by the financial collapse, and they were falling out the windows to their destruction. The Tower. Disaster, chaos, revelation, release. Release. But that's interesting. Revelation. Something new will be revealed to you when you flip the next card over. And we are looking at 16 for the Tower. The Moon card is number 17. I'm missing one. This is the Star. Where's the Moon card at? Oh, it's right over here. Now, the Moon card actually is pretty interesting. And in many of the more modern tarots, they don't really show this, of the relationship between the Death card and the Moon card. So, in the Death card, back here, it's the same scene in the background in the Death card as it is in the Moon card. But the difference is that in the Death card, it is a sunrise. It's a sunrise in the background. The new sun is rising, but in the Moon card, it's both the sun and the moon. So in the Moon card, it's the moon. My understanding is the moon on this side of the tower, and on the other side of the two towers, it's the sun. It's the realm of the sun. And so what does it say here? The Moon card reflects an instinct, an idea and form rising in the subconscious. It wants to take shape in the world, but you must allow it to rise. This new urge is so strange and unknown, you require gentle moonlight to coax it out. It gives you space to encounter the emergence of something new in a safe space. Moonlight softens all edges. The Moon card's rich symbolism includes a crayfish moving from the liquid of the unconscious. The crustacean is your instinct. The path between the towers is your imagination journey into the unknown. The dog on the left and the wolf on the right are fears present in the natural mind. The dog, wolf, and crayfish also symbolize the base animal nature of the unthinking and the non-analytical mind. It is the place where the imagination takes flight. The two glowing towers are the left and right sides of the tree of life. The path is integrated center. The path is the integrated center. The pool reflects subconscious depths. The pool is a symbolic device of what is within us, giving shape to our fear. The moon and the sun's image are graphically combined to demonstrate the moonlight as a reflection of the sun. It reminds us that life in this world is a reflection of the divine. Our path, our journey is best navigated through our intuition. The moon. So, hidden adversaries. Hidden adversary. Avesaries. Obscurity. Obscurity. Subconscious. IOU. Subconscious mind. And I think maybe dream world. Dream world. Next, it's the sun. Sun, moon, and stars. Sun, number 18. Wait. Oh, I got this all wrong. The moon is number 18. Oh, as I skipped over the star. Okay. Because this is 19. We're at the star, which is 17. So, the star, looking at hope, inspiration, clarity, a water of life image. Clarity, inspiration, grace, faith, more faith. I don't think, okay. 17, 18, 19. The sun card. Joy, warmth, fun. Joy, warmth, fun. Celebration. And abundance. We'll put that in there, abundance. Abundance. Number 20, judgment. And so that's like rebirth. Rebirth. awakening, awakening, rebirth, redemption. A wake-up call. Revolutionary change. Change. Okay. And then we have 21, which is the world. Pleasure. Euphoria. Unity. Unity, euphoria, pleasure. Defined success. Defined by the next card. Okay, so then since that took me a little longer than I was expecting, we're just going to go into, we're going to label these cards, the minor arcanas, by their elements. So there's symbols for the elements. And this book goes through all of that. So for instance, fire is a triangle that points up toward the sky, and water is a triangle pointing down. So we're here at the wands, which is fire, and ace of wands is 1, and the element of this is fire. Two, and it's also fire. Fire means kind of like inspiration. 3, fire. 4, fire. 5, fire. 6, fire. 7, fire. 8, fire. So we have I'm going to separate these, keep them separate here. 9, fire. fire. Okay. Moving on to cups. And cups is the opposite shape of fire, but we'll start with 1. And so fire, which is this, then the opposite, it's the downturn thing. It's cups, water. Swords are, symbols for swords is fire with a line through it. Oh. And then one more. So, pentacles or earth. And the earth symbol is water with a little line under it. I'll just put it down here. 2. So why have flashcards? Well, flashcards can help because in the act of writing down everything, it can facilitate the learning process of memorizing the meanings or getting a beginning point to figure out and memorize what the meanings of each of the cards are. Oh, one of my lights burned out. I guess we are done for the night. Thank you for watching. If you do indeed watch this, this is 999 ASMR Tarot, concluding part 2 of the tarot flashcard, how to make homemade tarot flashcards. I'm William James, and I'm signing off, and we'll see you the next time. Bye.